Hi, this is Vaughn Mason. I'm back at you for this segment on how to get signed and sealed and delivered to a record label. You don't have to have a manager, you don't have to have a lawyer, but if you do have a manager, which is what we're going to talk about today, you want a manager that has vision, believes in what you're doing, and is willing to put the time in to get you where you need to go. They are not a financier. They are not a sugar daddy. A lot of people want managers to manage them because they think, well, if I get this person to manage, they're going to pay for my recording time. They're going to pay for, they're going to get me shows. They're going to get me publicity. They're going to get me all the things that I need, and they're going to pay for it to be a success. But that is not the case. A manager is a person that is responsible for getting you into a recording studio, getting you a publicist, a person that's going to keep you in the media and all that. They're also going to find you a booking agent. They're not going to book you. That's not their job. Their job is as if you're a McDonald's and you own the McDonald's franchise. They do not have to buy the hamburgers, the onions, the pickles, the mustard, the ketchup, the relish. That's not their responsibility. Their responsibility is to either be there when the Cisco truck pulls up to deliver the hamburger meat, the buns, the ketchup, the relish, the pickles, whatever supplies you, being the McDonald's, needs to run. But they do not have to pay for it. They make sure it gets delivered, and they give you the bill, and that's what you end up paying for. A lot of people think that a manager is going to be a sugar daddy or a sugar mama. In some cases, they are. But that is not what a true manager's job is. A manager is supposed to get you a booking agent so that the booking agent can book you and get you some live shows. Live shows is where your money is. Your money's always been in live shows. That's money that comes to you at the end of the night. The problem is a lot of people don't realize that if somebody does front you the money and you call them your manager, and they may be, that you don't realize that the money they're shelling out to get you the gig, to get you to the gig, the gas, the tolls, if you have to pay for backup musicians or backup singers or backup dancers or an outfit that you want to wear and they're fronting you the money, well, they're keeping a tab of all that money that they're spending. So when you finally get the record deal and this lump sum of money comes to you, they're going to look at what you spent and deduct it from what you've made. And a lot of times that deduction may leave you with chump change. That's happened to fighters. Fighters will be with managers and production companies and fight promoters, and the next thing you know, they have this big fight, make all this money, and then the guy pulls out a sheet of paper. You were paying for the sparring partner. You were paying for the ring time. You were paying for the water boy. You were paying for the bandages. You were paying for the gauze and the tape to wrap your hands. You were paying for the gloves. You were paying for your shorts. You were paying for the washing of your shorts and everything else that goes along with it. Your boxing shoes. Well, it's the same thing in music. There's no difference. A manager is not a sugar daddy, nor is it a sugar mama. It can be, but no. This is what you're going to end up paying. And it's like playing it's like playing poker with no money on the table. Someone says, oh, we're going to raise you $1,000. Oh, $1,000. It's just a number you're throwing out there. $1,000. $1,000 keeps adding up. I'm trying to remember the name of the young lady that she went broke Mary J. Blige is a young lady that owed the IRS $900,000. She had accountants and lawyers and blah, 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 blah. She ended up owing $900,000. And she has a song out now where she's talking about it's been a bad year or something like that. Well, she's relating to all those things that happened to her. Because most people think, oh, I have a manager. Well, they're going to take care of my, I don't have to worry about that. They're going to take care of my taxes. They're going to get an accountant for me. Well, they may very well take care of getting you an accountant to take care of the taxes. But if you don't understand that that's going to cost you for that person to do it, you're going to end up mad, and probably if they take enough money from you, you're going to want to put on a ski mask, have duct tape and some kind of weapon in your hand to sneak them at night. That's a whole nother problem you don't want to bring into your life. So you've got to think about the music as a business. Whether you play guitar, drums, bass, keyboard, you sing, you dance, whatever. It's a business, and you have to run it as such. And if you have a manager, find out what the manager's percentage is. When you do a live gig, are they taking 15% off the top? Are they taking 15% after the booking agent that may want 10? When I was on the road, a company called Norby Walters was my booking agent. They took 10% of all the shows. So right off the top, there's 10%. I didn't use a manager. I mean, I know how to book a hotel room. I didn't need a road manager. I can book a hotel room. You can get a book of every hotel that exists. The Ramadas, you want a Four Seasons, whatever, a Holiday Inn. Well, they have books for a Holiday Inn. And you can just say, I'm going to be in Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, so you turn to the page and it'll give you the phone number, the rate, and all you do is call ahead, and that's what a road manager does. So what do you need a road manager for? So you can think like, they can wake you up in the morning and you can floss. All that floss, and forget about that floss and stuff. You want to put money in your account. And that's why I'm here, to help you do that. And to assist you, I wrote this book called The Music Business Bible Survival Kit. It tells you everything. The way I'm talking to you now is exactly the way I wrote the book. And it comes with a CD. It has all the contracts that you need on here in PDF form and in Word form. You don't need a lawyer. I tell you when to use them, whose advantage it's to. Here's a DVD it comes with. It has a 40-minute interview with the 45 King. I used to be his landlord in East Orange, New Jersey. We did Hard Knock Life. He did Hard Knock Life for Jay-Z and Stan for Eminem. Together we did the song that you would know as Let Me Clear My Throat. DJs would know that rhythm track as the 900 number by DJ Mark the 45 King. I've been doing this a long time. I'm here to give you the truth. You can be successful at what you're doing. You just have to have the tools and the knowledge to know when you're getting BS'd so that doesn't happen to you. I'm going to give you the truth, and you can do what you want with it from there. But at least I won't be sending you out to the wolves to be slaughtered. You're not going to commit suicide on my watch. I'm going to give you all the information that you need. The Music Business Bible. It's not because I wrote it. It's because I've lived it. It's for you. Trust me. See you next time.